Three. Hi. Okay, now can you hear us? Please say you can hear us.
Is anyone here?
I see a microphone moving on the thing. So that must mean.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Right?
That's something we didn't have earlier.
Correct.
Okay. Hello. Somebody's here. No. It's just one. It's just one. I mean, it's a zero. All
right.
Hey, everybody. Episode 8. Had some technical difficulties. Got it fixed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Come on back. And blah, 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 blah. La, 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 la. Check. Okay. Somebody. Anybody. Anybody.
Everybody scream.
Hey,
go back to it and sign on. We started a new one. I think I got it fixed. And tell that one.
Hello.
Huh?
I was talking to him.
Talk in there.
Check. Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me now?
Hey, Nick.
Hello?
Hi, my boy, Nick. Hi. Are you watching us on the show? I know the volume's not working, but I think I just fixed it.
Is it working now? I think
you're making a PB&Z.
Woo! What kind of J?
What kind of jelly? Grape jelly. Nice.
Grape jelly. Peanut butter, and jelly.
I don't see it. I don't see the live. Like I see when you guys missed it.
Yeah, we should go to my channel. It should be on another live. It should just say 3.
We're trying. We're testing.
One thing we won't do is resting. All right, let's see. Me. You go to John Ragusa. Yeah, 3 live. It should be up on the board.
We can hear you.
All right, cool. Go tell Mom we're back on.
We can hear you.
Okay. All right, cool. Go tell Mom.
All right. Now that horse credit's fixed. Coming to you live.
I think you need to
the This and That podcast.
Going to you live. The This and That podcast.
That's a crazy delay, though.
It is a crazy delay. No wonder we're like, can you hear us? How about now? There's one person on.
Yo, I already hung up.
There's one person on.
Oh, that's the YouTube channel. I was making sure it worked. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We had mad technical difficulties. We will splice this possibly later.
And you can hear us now.
So to recap, today is 888. No, I'm sorry. Today is 88, and it's our 8th episode. So how was your weekend? It was all right. How was your week, John? It was all right. And then, oh, wow, shirt. What is it?
Yes.
It's Elevate Your Health.
Elevate Your Health.
Turn around.
Okay.
Where do you elevate your health at?
Go.
It's Chiropractic Works in
Yes.
Athens with Dr. Ken Cook,
Yes.
who was nice enough to give us a shirt, or she would have been naked. And then
Superhuman Protocol.
somebody said, we can't, Superhuman Protocol, red light therapy.
Somebody said, can't hear you.
Somebody said, can't hear you. So then we just spent the last 30 minutes trying to get the sound back up. And somehow it works, and now we're back live. So, Ken Cook, Elevate Health, Chiropractic Works.
That's what happens when your sound tech has homework.
Yeah, no more homework, Mrs. Martin. I'm going to say gave you homework. No more homework, Luca. We need you. You're a detrimental part of the show.
Yes.
And your schooling and career.
It's important, but
it's really not.
It is.
It's supposed to be, but it's really not. Do you know why school was invented?
So people
Factory
can read the
workers.
Bible. Factory workers? I was going to say Bible.
Yeah. The dude on the Titanic, I can't think of his name, but he designed school and the curriculum and everything, or was in on it, to make compliant factory workers.
I see.
Work together. Don't anybody step out and work on your own
Right.
or do better or be smarter.
Right.
Be like everybody else. Do like everybody else. Follow this rule. Sit, stand, go to lunch, go back, break time.
Read this book.
Get you
know how to do your job.
Get you used to how to work for corporate America,
I
not
see.
in corporate America.
Okay.
So there's my there's my Jared Reeves moment.
Woo!
Certified Clean Care. Get your shit clean, clear. Clean care. Get your shit clean with Clean Care. Or, stuff. Let's just say stuff.
Stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm
Just stuff.
frustrated. The words come out when I'm
Okay.
frustrated. So big boy
Stop.
words
Okay.
coming.
Okay. All right.
Text Richard, tell him to get back on, look for the number 3.
I did. But he hasn't answered. He may have given up and gone to water the garden.
Next, he was actually looks like he was watering the garden with those shit, funds out guns or sons out guns out type pic he sent you.
Ramsey has a shirt that says that. It's really cute.
Does it really?
Yeah.
You dress your dog?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got to wear. He's
my
got to wear
wife bought
UGA
no,
jerseys.
but it's a dog.
But he
God made them clothed. They have
He
all
did.
they need.
He did.
I don't get
God made us clothed too until
Doug-
we realized we weren't.
that bitch in that apple. Anyway, my sound didn't work? Thanks, Eve. That's why.
Hey.
Because things were perfect until that
Mm.
bitch. This bitch.
Thank you. Thanks,
I
Mom.
love the pic of Ramsey on your face.
He's
Is he not a horse? Anyway,
He's
I'm
a cute
taking
boy.
it that you're signed in that you can hear us now. And I'm taking it you're signed in means my wife is. Anyway, I meant that in the nicest way possible. She's not
And
here.
again, she looked beautiful.
She did look
At the
beautiful
gala.
at the gala.
She did,
Um,
and she was very helpful,
All
and it
the
was
beautiful
great.
people
yeah.
were there. I heard.
Yeah. So,
Huh.
all right. So
So numbers.
numbers.
We'll splice this in later. But there was an article if you want to hold it up and show.
there.
There was a
Hold on. let me
just
get
like a little thing on the Facebook or on the Instagram
Yeah, on the
from like the
Facebook.
80s page that says, "Oh, in case you didn't realize, you've been through."
I have lived to
I have
see
lived to
7
see 7 7 8 8 8 9 9 9 10 10 10 11 11 11 12 12 12
2 2
2
22
22
1 2
and
3
1 2 3 1 2 3.
I guess I'm old.
I guess I'm old. So Kim went, a rabbit hole. Let's
Yeah.
dive in it.
Yeah.
So we went back, and my list is over here. My first that I came up with, and actually Kim's older, so she could go first. Probably.
Yeah, actually, because I was born for you,
More educated,
and I have more memories than you.
more memories, but I have better memories.
So who says? Okay, so the first one that was listed was 7777, and yes, I was alive. Yeah.
I was actually alive in 7777.
Okay, and so I was probably playing kickball or riding bikes with my neighborhood friends, but then 38 days later, the world stopped turning because Elvis Presley died. And if you remember where you were when Elvis died, please say so in the comments. I was driving from my great-grandmother's house in Longview, Texas, back to Amarillo, Texas. We had been to see her, and my aunt and uncle were in front of us, and they turned on their flashers and pulled over very quickly because 77, no cell phones. And shut up.
What? I love Elvis. I'm sorry.
And we all jumped out of the car. We're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Because we didn't have our radio on. We had the CB on, which I can't remember my handle. My mom was a shady lady.
Jake's is right.
But
How are you, Mama?
she, anyway, they jumped out of the car and they said Elvis Presley died. And I remember all of us just bursting into tears. And Richard actually remembers where he was. He was driving home from Mississippi, and kind of the same thing. They heard it on the radio and just shock. We were just so shocked. He was only 42. I mean, who would have thought that a person that, excuse me, bright and shining would be dead at 42?
Okay, let's just.
And we're not gonna discuss the means of death because everybody has their different opinions.
But that's where I have to inquire.
Dr. Nick killed him.
Have you
So
ever
did
seen
the Colonel.
Dr. Nick? It was Dr. Nick.
Mhm.
He shot himself to death.
He did.
It was pork rinds. It wasn't a doctor.
It was
pork.
the
Did you see?
opioids.
He looked like me at the end.
It was
He was taller, but he looked like me at the
okay.
end.
So you should also
So
know that
he wasn't bright, shiny, and happy. He was a
No,
junkie.
because the colonel kept him doped up with Dr. Nick's help. He had opioid addiction, and he had chronic constipation from the opioids.
No shit.
And
All right.
but
It was a
and-
soundboard.
and there was no doctor in America that would operate on Elvis because they didn't want to be the one who killed Elvis Presley. So nobody did anything.
So they're all the one that killed Elvis Presley then.
Yeah, it was
By
it
not
was
making a
horrible.
decision, you've made a decision.
But ultimately, it was Colonel Parker, and I don't even want to go there.
Okay, let's
Because
not go
that
to
man-
Colonel Parker.
that man.
He sounds.
So anyway, I sent John a puzzle
Tis I.
for Elvis Week. Elvis
Okay.
Week starts tomorrow. The anniversary of Elvis's death is 8/16/77.
You know when John Lennon died?
No.
1980 something.
1980.
Yeah.
It was 1980.
It was 80 or
It was
81.
January of 1980.
Yeah. You know,
But-
I love John Lennon, but see, okay, here's the thing. My mom, every year.
Wait, hold on. Time
Go ahead.
out. Time
Okay.
out for a second.
Go ahead.
Do you know who else died on the same
No.
day as the King of Rock and Roll? Not the same year, but
Buddy
the same
Holly.
day. No. Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin was
The
my
Queen of
next
Soul.
guest. The Queen and King died on the same day.
Years apart.
What day did the Queen of England die? There goes
I
your
don't
theory, right to shit. Anywho, what? It's facts. I'm doing math here. Here's my query, and I lost it that quick because it was who died. Oh, my mom. Okay, every year on December 17th, my mother relives the death of my father.
Yes.
Our boy's been gone since September 29th, 2015. September 29th, 2015 is a shit day. And it's probably the 28th, but I think it was 29th. But I remember it. I was there. I hate it. I don't, like, if I notice the day, I go,
Yeah.
I don't make sure that I remember that day. I remember his birthday. I remember, you know what I mean? Like, those are my focal dates. Or like his birthday. It's like, oh, he would have been 21 this year.
Right.
Oh, he's not. This is the day he died, and we should be sad all day. I don't think that's what dead people, be it Elvis, your son, your daughter, anybody. When my world ended that day, I had to redo my entire life with a baby boy in my belly. But that baby boy was the shit. Mother, yes, I'm a baby boy. Can you imagine me being small enough to fit in someone's belly?
Get
anyway,
in my belly.
Get in my belly. But yeah, yes, he is. I am. He is. I is. Yes, I is. But no, and I just wish that death was not. I guess mourned, not mourned, but yeah, not mourned after a certain, like, death happens, mourning happens, and then life continues. Because if you think about it, the death, that's their perfection date. That's it. There's nothing wrong with them from that. Like, happy, perfected. We're stuck here with the shit show. So we should be as happy as we can be. That's the whole point of doing this.
Right.
Is somebody out there, and it's Mom today. Thanks, B&I. Yeah, I'm going back to Saturdays.
I haven't posted on Facebook.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you posted, people shared. I didn't do shit to get here. But people just celebrate the wrong things sometimes, the wrong dates in my
There's still a candlelight vigil
in my up onion.
for Elvis.
And that's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, like, the only death that has ever mattered in the history of deaths is Jesus. That's it. The rest of them, it's like, oh, a meat puppet died. And that's what we are. We're meat puppets at the end of the day. My kids, they should miss me. I don't want you guys every year to go, oh, today is the day that Daddy died. I want you to live every day going, I bet she's looking up at us. I bet she is. I'm just kidding. That was an Uncle Matt joke. But yeah, I want you guys to, like, live in fear that God gave me power to be a guardian angel, and I'm going to knock you down if you do something wrong. Live that way. Don't mourn me. Fear me.
I ain't afraid.
Yeah,
I ain't
I ain't
scared.
scared. All right, so dates
Okay.
is where we were. So
Yes. So
I'm looking at my dates.
7777. Where
All
were
right.
you?
We're at 7777.
Mhm.
I was approximately 30, so 30, 8. I was 2 weeks old.
Aw,
So I was in a
so sweet.
crib or a cradle, or being held by my mother,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably looked like this because I was crapping my diaper, or I was trying to latch on to my non-existent feeding device because my mother is what we call flat-chested, which is probably why I was underweight as a child.
My mom didn't produce any milk.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my mom, and I didn't notice because I don't think kids look at their mom's boobs. But yeah, my mom has always been. I had no chest. I had no chest. I don't know if she has boobs or not. To be honest with you, it's my mother. Yeah, there was like one set of boobs I didn't want to see in the whole world. They were my mother's, and now I've had 3 daughters. So there's exactly 8 boobs in the world that I don't want to see.
Ever.
That's it. But only 8. Not that I want to see yours, but if you showed them, I'd probably look because you're not my mother or my daughter. It's just a guy thing. Comment in the comments. It's a boob. All right. So yeah, 8 or 777. Yeah, I was about 2 weeks old, doing my duty thing, I think.
All right. So 8888.
Okay, hang on. You fast forwarded because I was doing this. No, but 7676 was my first thing, and I was only 14 days old, right? So then the next one.
Your birthday's July.
June 22nd.
June 22nd.
622.
Okay.
Yeah, 622. So the next one on my thing was 9876.
Okay.
Right, because it's backwards.
9876.
Now the relevancy there is 98 is my oldest daughter's birthday. Zoe Ring, 9802, but still 98. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then my third date is 7777, which my daughter Scarlett is 7706. So 98 and 77.
It'd be cool if she was
just hit right
7707.
That would have
be
been
cooler.
awesome. It would have been a strange fucking birthday. How long was your mother pregnant with you? 21 months. It just would have been awkward, uncurred. She complained a lot then. I can't imagine her complaining for another. Yeah, I'm glad you were born in 06. So yeah, okay. So then we're caught up. 7777. That
All
was
right.
fine. Okay.
Okay, so the next one on the meme was 8888.
Okay, see, 8888. She just went for the easy ones. So
I went for the ones that
I'm
were
gonna
on the
super fast.
graphic.
I'm gonna super. Oh, you only did those 5? Dude, I went through the entire calendar from birth till now. I had 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 3, 5, 7, 9 because it's odd numbers.
That was not the task.
7, 9, 7. I always overachiever. 7, 9, 7, 9, 1, 8, 8, 1.
Or you're just not a rule follower.
81, 81. Either way, I make my own path. So okay, let's go. Let's be lame as shit and just jump. 8888. Fine, I'm here.
Okay.
I missed 30 dates, but that's
Okay.
fine. So what happened at 8888? That's so great.
So 8888, I was packing up to go to Texas Tech University because I had graduated from high school. And I still had a thing for this guy.
This guy.
This guy.
Is this guy I know?
This guy.
Is it the guy with the pecs? Is it the guy with the pecs?
Wait, I'll tell you.
Not the pecs. See, I'm a farmer. Pecs is piping.
Had a thing for a guy from high school, but we were out of touch. And little did I know that a month to 6 weeks later, that he would walk into a party that I was at in Lubbock, Texas, at Texas Tech. He shouldn't have even been there because he was stationed at Fort Hood. He was on leave, had no idea. I was at a random party, and he walked in.
And
we reconnected. And
reconnected? We're just
No.
what up? Reconnect.
we exchanged addresses.
What year is this? This is the
88.
late 80s?
We didn't
Really?
didn't even have email then.
No, I know, which is why you could have sex in the back of a party because nobody's going to take pictures, post it, all that
What woman
bullshit.
do you think I am?
One that found him attractive when he walked in. That's generally all it takes.
I actually felt him walk in the house. But anyway,
Oh my God, that's so romantic-ish.
it is. I mean,
It is.
I wasn't even looking at the door. The door opened and I was like, hey, look who that is. And so we reconnected, exchanged addresses, gave him my phone number, my landline.
You
phone
exchanged
number.
addresses?
Yeah. He was in the military.
That's an 80s thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
we
if you have the phone number, then you call and then
Right,
eventually you go, hey, I'm going to
but
send
there
you
were
something.
times-
Let me get
there
your
were
address.
times that he didn't have access to a phone.
See, that wouldn't work
'Cause he was
nowadays.
in the
If you ask
military.
somebody for an address, they'd be like,
Now the guys in the
Fudge.
military, now the people in the military get to do this. They get to, do the whole
Do
webcam
this.
thing, and do video calls. But we didn't. I was old.
Oh, this is
I'm old.
before.
They
This is
didn't do that.
before Zoom and
This was before the
YouTube, dick
internet.
pics, all that stuff.
Well, no, we had the internet, but it was.
Oh, I
like
thought
sort
you were
of-
gonna say you had dick pics.
Uh,
Now I know.
but anyway, he got shipped out. Life happened, and yeah. But
Wait, no. So
would you like to know who he is?
this is no, but
Oh.
I know because
You know,
I'm so
yeah.
fucking intelligent. But and he went and life happened.
Life happened.
But what happened eventually?
Yeah.
What happened eventually?
What happened eventually is that we reconnected again.
And then how was it then? Did you guys exchange addresses? Or did you share an address?
We chatted on Messenger
Right.
for a bit.
For a good bit. And how did it end up?
And then we set up.
Not that it's over, but
Okay,
at the
you're
current
gonna-
moment.
Okay, so you're gonna think this is just goofy. No, not married. They're a bunny, not married. But
Sinners.
shut up.
What? I don't judge. I do
but-
slightly, but no, I'm just kidding.
But we set up, excuse me, a date to go to Graceland together. Because he's an Elvis fan.
No, he's fucking not. Is he really? Richie! Richie! Oh,
So
I can she stay home and can I go to see Deadpool with you? 'Cause this is
okay, so yeah, we chatted. We decided we wanted to go to Graceland together, and that was in
God, I wish
we
you
were
was here,
chatting
'cause
in
I'd be like,
October of
did
2020.
you decide you wanted to go together, or did she decide you wanted to go together?
I
He's not
suggested
here, so
it,
it's
and
not-
he
mhm.
agreed. He agreed.
Right.
But he loves Elvis too. He loves Elvis
He
too.
told you that.
It's true.
He told you that
It's
it was true.
It's true. So anyway, we decided we couldn't wait until May of 2021 to see each other. So we decided on spring break, still not soon enough. Decided on my birthday, still not soon enough. We backed it all the way up to December 30th of 2020 and met in Birmingham and reconnected and went to the zoo and did some different things. And I'm not going to answer that question, but
No,
yeah,
I'm
we
not gonna
had.
ask. When did you get the gift? Because you told he handed you a gift, and it was a very presumptuous gift that he handed.
Oh,
Yeah, there's my boy.
there, yeah. Hey,
Dude,
hi.
tell me. I'm gonna send her to get something from
And
that
so,
room again.
So,
Tell me you don't like it.
in 2022,
Mhm.
he came to see me in Texas, and he brought a birthday gift with him.
Right? And what was the birthday? Because this is pretty cool.
It was a jar
Right.
that he likes to collect small spice jars, and because he's a chef, he likes to cook. And it had some dirt that we had collected from West Texas in it. So the dirt was from a zoo that we had gone to together. The dirt was from stuff we collected in West Texas when we went home to Amarillo together. And inside the jar,
Pay
inside
attention,
the
guys.
dirt
Guys, write this shit down. This is pretty good.
was a key.
And the key was to
His home,
in
Georgia.
got her ass to move from Texas to Georgia with one gift.
Yeah.
Because how do you say like, well, what's this? It's key to my house. Oh, no. You
were
can't
many-
say no to that. I would have said, no. Richard, had you given me a key, baby, I'd have been there. That's a cool story. I love that story. I knew the end, which is why I kind of
Bless his heart. February. He's a true romantic. February is a rough month for him because Valentine's Day he likes to send flowers, and my birthday is February the 26th, and so he has to send. He doesn't have to, but he chooses to send flowers twice in a month.
Look at you, like he
Yeah.
doesn't have to.
doesn't have to,
Try
but he
not
does.
next year, Richard.
I know.
Oh,
That's
no.
true.
No,
I know.
just try not.
I don't require gifts.
mhm.
I don't. Do I, Richie? I don't do that.
No, you can either lie on the internet, Richard, or you can type these 3 words: "You are female,"
Mm,
and they expect shit on Valentine's Day. That's why I was invented.
I really don't because it is an invented holiday.
Right, but the species that you identify as has taken it and went, no, I need flowers. Yeah, candy's good. Candy's good.
I do. Love
And I
flowers.
like when we got together, my Shannon and I got together, I said, I don't play that. I don't do that. I hate that. And I think maybe I didn't at some point get her something, but
Mhm.
I think I did. I think I have gotten her something every
Okay.
year. But honestly, I was anti it. I don't believe in it. If I'm going to bring flowers, I'm going to bring them on Tuesday because it's I
Because
saw
it's
flowers
Tuesday.
and it's Tuesday.
And they were pretty,
And
and you
then
wanted to.
I will admit over the years, I don't do that as often as I should or used to, but life happens. But I love you, and you're worth flowers every day, so.
Yeah.
Aww.
Now Richard plants flowers for me in our yard.
That's because he's more cost effective than he was in his youth. It's like, why would I buy these and get
His-
two when I can
his
go out
youth.
back and be like, plug, bug?
His youth 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
He's older, isn't he? He didn't have that click in his elbow 4 years ago, did he?
He didn't have wrist surgery and thumb surgery 4 years ago.
Now he doesn't need wrists or thumbs, does he? Years of being
Terrible.
single, Richie.
Terrible.
Anyway, okay,
Okay.
so that
What's
was
your,
8888.
yeah. Where were you in 8888?
8888, which honestly, 8888 is exactly 26 years ago.
Mhm.
Because today's 8824.
Yes.
Where was I? 8888.
Which is 4 is a multiple of 8.
88. So I was 12. I was in Pompano Beach, Florida,
7th grade.
7th grade.
Mhm.
That's the year 88, 86, 87. I had been out of school for a full year at that point. 1987 is the year I had to leave traditional school and go to homeschool
Mhm.
because of family situation. My nephew was living with us.
Oh,
It was
okay.
me, my mom, and my nephew.
Mhm.
Tuz, Dominic. Hey, buddy. You should be watching this because
Right?
you need a thing to do. But yeah, no, so I was 12, he was 2. I was doing my best to act like I knew how to at least watch a kid during the day. 2, he was in his Batman phase. I think we got him a ride-in, like what are those things called? Power Wheels?
Yeah.
Whatever the big ones.
Uh-huh.
We got him the 1980. Oh no, must have been 3 because Batman came out in 89 with Keaton, and it was a Keaton. So no, it was a year before that. So he wasn't even Batman yet. He was probably like I was in 77 or 76. He was just sitting in the corner pooping. So yeah, 8888. That was probably where I was.
Okay.
What's the next one? I
Next one?
went down.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. The next one.
9999.
9999.
Na.
Yeah, I was chasing after a 2-year-old, pregnant with my second son, started my 7th year of teaching the deaf and hard of hearing.
I was teaching 99 September. I had just gotten back from Lovewell Institute of Creative Arts. I was a van driver. There's a song by the Grateful Dead called Uncle John's Band, and all my kids changed it, and it became Uncle John's Van because I went up and down the Keys, picking these kids up, taking them to a theater camp, and then I dropped the locals home at night. Some of them came down for the summer and stayed in different hotels or whatever. But some of the kids that were local on the Keys, we would drive back. I think it was like 2 hours, an hour and a half up, maybe 3 hour and a half one way, drop them off and then drive back and crash them, I think. Some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life, though, my brother Gary Wayne was the reason I was there. And then Nathan McCall. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ryan McCall and Nathan Tyson and Carrie and Katie. Oh, I know both of you. Carrie Gilchrist and Katie Hawley. Oh, pulled them all out of the
Look
past.
at that.
Nathan Tyson has a Broadway musical right now on Broadway.
What?
Yeah.
Which one?
That one.
That one. Okay, when you think of it.
I won't because I'm under pressure and I haven't seen it.
And
But I am so proud of him. It's ridiculous. And then Ryan McCall just opened a piano bar in Kansas City, Missouri.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
And they were two, like, they were the ones who got me a passion for theater life, I think. They were it was great to meet his way better half. Oh, Richard met Shannon the other day.
Yeah.
And I don't know that two ways are
think I
necessary there. Richard, she's way better. I don't know about way better.
That's what
She's
he
way
told
better
her.
looking.
He
Like,
told her that.
honestly,
Yeah.
like, this is a replay I got. I met Richard tonight. I said, oh, really? And she goes, yeah. Kim goes, this is Shannon Ragusa. And he goes, oh, Ragusa. Like Scooby-Doo. Like, like, this dime is married to that foul-mouthed sack of shit. That's exactly like the replay. Like, she didn't say it like that. That's my replay. But she was like, he kind of like stuttered for a second. And I was like, yeah. Because if you guys ever saw like my wife, it doesn't make sense. And I have told you before, she had no glasses when we met. And then when she got glasses, she thought I was a serviceman coming to the house for the first time. But anyway, not quite the replay. No, this is my bullshit replay. This is my wife chimes in with not quite the replay. No kidding. Not quite anything that comes out of my mouth on the show is accurate. It's geared towards a little funnier than it should be. So okay, 8888 and then 9999.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's what I was doing. I was learning theater or just fresh back off theater, probably like high as a kite on what was the guy's name?
Life.
No, piano like
Elton John.
Ben Folds.
Oh,
Ben
Folds
man,
Live,
oh
yeah.
my god! Because
Ooh, yeah.
like I heard piano, Billy Joel growing up and stuff, and there's some people that can scat on piano. That song did. Oh my god, dude! So many tunes came from him,
Yeah.
and then like Grateful Dead, I heard a little bit of, and I had a little musical awakening, but definitely theater and piano and stuff like that. It was great.
Yeah, so this is the point where we were supposed to say it's 8:00.
It's
We've done the
8
numbers.
right now. Is 8 at 8 on our 8th episode.
Yes.
So that's
and we were
32.
going to sign off, but we had all those technical difficulties, so we're forging ahead.
Well, okay, so 8 p.m. and we should be signing off, but we're not. But when I splice it, it'll look right. So bye. But then we won't. We'll fit it. We'll backwards. We'll do something. Okay, so 9.
Okay.
And then what's that? Wait, what
10,
would be
10,
next?
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
October
Okay.
10th, 2010.
So I had a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, and I was still married to their dad at that time, and I was preparing for
God.
Jamboree in Gilmer. What is Jamboree, you ask?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Yes, go.
Jamboree.
Yamboree.
Is-
Oh, God, it's a yam fest?
It is a yam fest. a
Really?
little
I
bit
actually
Gilmer,
like yams. That
Texas.
might be cool as shit.
Yeah,
They have like
it
yam
used to
fries.
It used to be the sweet potato capital of Texas. Okay.
So why'd they change it
so-
to yams?
Well, because it became populated and not farmland anymore, and so we have the Jamboree still every year, the third weekend in October, and so literally the banks close, the post office closes, which never happens, but nobody can get to the post office because of the ding dang traffic, and all the schools have booths, and so our particular Union Hill booth there.
Representing?
We always made pies. We made pies, and our pies were highly sought after at the Jamboree. And would you like to know what?
Like 3.14?
No,
Oh, no, good.
like with a crust
I know.
and meringue,
I knew.
whatever. What's a mile long and has one tooth?
What's a mile long and has one tooth?
Mhm.
Don't know.
The line for corn dogs at the Jamboree.
See, you just like calling everybody in Texas out for me. Look, do you hear that? She's sound like a young Eddie Murphy, don't she? Oh my gosh. You just made, I'm sorry. Dennis Kane, if you're watching, I apologize, sir.
My
Because
pastor,
he has 3 teeth.
my pastor in Longview loves that joke. He made me tell it the other day when I was at church when I was in Texas.
That's
It's
cracking
a funny
himself up
joke.
with the mile joke.
It's a mom joke. It's a mom joke. Richard loves my mom jokes.
Mom jokes are fun. Mom
Yeah.
jokes are fun.
So
So,
anyway,
10,
yeah.
10.
And
Okay, so
then
that's-
we also had,
Nobody gives a shit where I was.
I do. And I was probably gearing up for Halloween since I had 13-year-old and a 10-year-old.
nice.
Yeah. So, yes. What were you doing?
Going over
10, 10, 10?
dozens of. Okay, 10. See, we just jumped from 99 to 10, so a lot happened in that decade. I was living here. I was here already.
It was 1 year.
I was 99 and 10. 2000
Oh,
would
no,
be
you're
1
right.
year. And then 10 years, so it's actually 11. We're both
I
fucking
don't
wrong.
math. I don't math.
She doesn't math at all. Oh my God. I'm like sitting there going, how did I get 10 then?
Before
She's a
you
teacher.
said it.
Okay, Luca, listen. Hang on. Remember when I said school wasn't important? Okay, she's a fucking teacher. She's a teacher. She don't math.
I have to work at
Put some
mathing.
factory workers out there. I bet she did.
I always
Oh,
prepared for
good
math
grief.
class. I really worked hard at that one.
I never had to prepare for math class. Like, remember Rain Man when he drops toothpicks and shit?
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh,
I numbers, great.
you're the ragu man.
Letters, yeah.
Yeah.
Ragu man. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's okay. So 10, 10, 10. We were already living here.
Mhm.
We had just 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 months. Ooh, shit, baby. Were we in? No, we hadn't gone to Florida yet. Yeah, we were here for about 2 years, and we had Zoe and Scarlett was still living with her mom in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just Zoe, Justice, and Austin. So yeah, we had 3 full time,
Yeah.
which is so amateur. Oh my God, it's so easy with 3. And then we were actually driving up.
And now you have
I think
7777,
it-
don't you?
Yeah,
Children.
I have 777 children. We were actually driving the fucking judge. Sorry, actually I don't remember who you are. You're a piece of shit. So I hate you, Judge, whoever you were. But the judge actually made me drive from Georgia to Virginia every 2 weeks. I had to pick Scarlett up, drive back here, drive back up, pick her up, drive back here,
Woo.
drive back, drop her off. We didn't have to meet
That's a
halfway.
lot.
We didn't have. That was a lot.
That's a lot.
It was really a lot.
But
And
she
we
was
made the
worth it.
best. We made the. Oh, she's absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
No, Scarlett's absolutely worth it. And then, my wife's family was up there, so we do little trips. We'd make like a 3-day weekend out of it. But that's hard to do every time. So sometimes I'd have to Ironman it, which was straight up and straight back.
Ooh, yeah.
That's like a 19-hour drive
To
up and
Virginia?
back.
Where did
No,
you-
it's like 8, 9.
One way?
So
Okay.
like 16, 17 if you were flying, 18, 19 if you weren't.
You've never lived in Texas. It's all good.
It sucks. I did live in Texas, so there.
But you weren't driving.
No, I
You
was
were a
riding.
child.
I was shot there. So yeah, we were driving back and forth, and that was.
Shannon's is 16
What's 16?
hours.
8 and 8. That's if shit. She drove it a whole lot. Yeah. Okay, Shannon. See how you're being so honest. 16. I'm guessing that's the entire number of hours you've driven to or from Virginia in the past 16 years. Is that what your 16 was? And somehow
I got a ticket.
Don't hate. Don't. She did do. We got a. What was that? 300 Chrysler 300.
Oh, yeah.
They were hot when they first came out, and that girl, she knows it too. She's from Virginia. We come into Blacksburg, and there's like a college, and there's like if you grew up, if you grew up in Florida, you know how to drive. That's just facts.
Mhm.
And we know where the bottlenecks are, and you know where the cops sit and all that shit.
Right.
I'm not from Virginia, and I'm looking at the road going, wow, it opens up there. Thinking to myself, there's probably a cop up there. As was every fucking buddy else, because I all hit the brakes and got the right lane, except for Shannon's like, ooh, an opening. Excuse me, that came out. Ooh, an opening. And she goes, Ricky Bobby. And I swear she was on the upswing of the accelerator. And state trooper right there. Woo! Were you? And this was the best part about Austin, is he's in the back seat So when the cop came, I swear, that's exactly what it looked like. He was better looking, but same idea. And so when the cop comes up, he's automatically, and he kind of looks because he's like, oh my God, is this child asking for help? Because he's like, right, don't laugh. Oh my God, you just laughed at my boy. You should. He was fine. I called him Google. It was good.
Yeah.
So the cop kind of does this. I remember
You told me he was a great kid. Why would I laugh at
and then
that?
comes up, and this was I was probably only in the passenger seat for about 15, 20 minutes. Because like I said, 16 hours past 16 years. That's probably accurate, 16. So yeah, he gave her, I think she got a ticket though. Usually Austin was very helpful with persuading an officer not to.
Right,
'cause
yeah.
So many reasons.
Right.
But this particular time,
And
it's
he
like.
didn't even have to do this that we talked about last
You
week.
went 8. You going 80, probably more. There was a college there too, so I don't know if school's up, but they nailed her to a cross. He got me out of a ticket or so. Austin got her out of a ticket or so, mad. So yeah, that was.
She was doing what, 80? Is that what she said?
Yeah, I was doing 80 that time. Yep.
Yeah.
Which means she was doing 85, 90. That's what he clocked her. But anyway, so.
Lead foot with a ball bearing in your ankle.
Yeah, she's a spedder. All right, next is my favorite because I know what's next on your list.
11.
What were you doing?
Well, it was Veterans Day.
Okay.
So probably
That's
Veterans Day program at the school that I was working
Is
at.
that really? Would you look that up or was that in there? How the fuck do you know it's Veterans Day?
Because 11/11 is Veterans Day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, not for me.
Okay, well, it is.
Okay, I believe
Nationwide, it is Veterans Day.
I'm looking at it right here on the calendar that
Does
I
it
purposely
say?
turned.
Does it say
11/11 Veterans Day.
Yep.
Remembrance Day in Canada.
Yeah. Okay. So around that time in the boondocks in Gilmer, Texas, there were wildfires and they were all around our home. And we had to make a plan of what the kids were supposed to do if our house caught on fire and if they were trapped at
Nice.
school and all the things. It was crazy because both their dad and I worked out of town. You know,
So it was like wildfires coming toward town?
we lived out in the country
Okay.
and there were wildfires all around Gilmer.
See, my
And
sister-in-law,
Pittsburgh.
is that right? Yeah. My sister-in-law is in Washington State,
Mhm.
and they have it all the time. Like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's been in a few of those shut down and can't get out. They can't fly out. This kid's like, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
And-
didn't never got to you? Like,
No,
didn't
no,
get?
no, no.
Okay.
They got less than 5 miles from our house. And if you know how fast fire moves, that was way too close.
Yep.
But I was teaching in Tyler, Texas at Clarkson Elementary School. I was teaching 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade to deaf and hard of hearing kiddos. And I would like to mention 2 of those kiddos
Okay.
because they got married a few weeks ago to each other. Pankaj and Aunt Zuri got married, and they were in my 3rd, 4th, 5th class together.
Damn gentleman.
Isn't that-
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Like, see,
Isn't that sweet?
I'm not being a dick, but
Pankaj and Aunt Zuri.
yeah, like, go. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say like awesome, but awesome.
Awesome.
Hopefully you read lips
Awesome.
because I am
Well,
not
we'll
a good person.
we're captioning it.
Richard is a damn gentleman.
He is. Why did he bring that up?
I'm thinking what we were talking about, that he was
Oh, about flowers and stuff.
either that or like, so you guys hooked up at the party and he just took 20 minutes to respond. I don't know.
I did. Going back to that, I did grab him by the shirt
Right?
because my hand was broken, so I had a cast on this hand,
Okay. Oh,
And
who's
I-
got the cast now?
and I grabbed him by the shirt and I pulled him and I kissed him, and he told me later, he said, I didn't know if you were going to kiss me or hit me. I was kind of worried.
Well, when's the last time? Okay, for prior to that, let's jump back for a second. Prior to that, when's the last time you saw him? Like, how long had it actually been since you guys have?
When he graduated high school in '86, and this was '88. I hadn't seen him because he went off to the military.
2 years. All she had to say. See how women are? They're complicated. How long had it been? Well, it was 86, 88. 2 years. All you have to say is 2 years. That's it. That's all I want to know. 2. How long has it been? 2 years. So
2
just
years?
out of nowhere, you just and bring him to.
I
What was
did.
the last time you saw him?
Mhm.
How did it like? All right, see you later. Going to the military, or like
No, it
bye.
was.
Like, what was it?
I was playing Pomp and Circumstance in the band,
Okay.
and he walked across the stage. That's it.
So you guys didn't like,
Because we weren't together at that time.
right? But you
When
guys
he
like
graduated.
when he graduated, you guys weren't together. I thought you were like you did. You guys just crushed on each other back then.
We dated.
You did.
We
Okay.
went on a couple of dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
But-
wasn't sure. Like, okay, that I guess
But
makes more
look,
sense.
this man, I remember what he was wearing the first time I ever saw him. I mean, it's.
He didn't die in combat. That was a good start. That is. I'm actually glad you didn't die in combat, Richard, because I never would have
me
got
too.
to meet you, and I never would have saw your gorgeous pecs. So yeah, it's not going anywhere, dude. It's
We have
staying.
4 online now. 4.
That might be
We have
our.
a 4th visitor.
We might do this and that, one on each pec, and an ampersand in between your pecs. You might be our logo, baby. I'm
and
gonna.
he
I'm
can
gonna
do
talk
that
to him.
dance with his pecs.
Can you do the?
too.
Can you
He
do
this
the
and
Terry
that,
Crews?
This and that,
We are
this and
blended. This, that. That's. I can do it with my moves, but nobody wants to see my moves.
He said, he also said I did. I did kiss. I just.
Well,
Rather
good.
than
I'm glad she didn't smack you, because I want to know what you thought. You thought it ended differently though. If you were worried about getting hit, you were like, I broke that girl's heart. I just went off
What
the.
did you think?
I
You
just
never
went
told
off to
me
serve
that.
Uncle Sam. I was like, see, little red,
He-
I'm gonna go save me a country.
Now, I'll give him an out because he is a combat vet and he has some memory issues. But what do you remember? What you thought? Oh, the key. He was talking about the
He
key.
thought the key.
He was a gentleman.
Oh, you already
That's
did.
about the key. Yeah,
There's no doubt.
yeah. So
We must have this on a delay comment thing, because it takes.
well, we're on a delay. Remember when we were listening? We had this.
Oh, that's right. So I can. Yeah, that's funny. We're on a delay.
So anyway, do you remember what you thought? I mean, after I grabbed you. and
Yeah, well, okay.
kissed you,
No.
what was
Here's
your
the
thought
question.
process?
When she grabbed you and kissed you, which you did, she did. You admitted she kissed you. Why did you think she was going to smack you, though? I need to know this. The viewers, the listeners, All four.
Would you like
Well,
for
three
him?
of them because you already know.
Would you like
The
for him
other
to call
three
in?
would like to know.
Do you want him to call in?
We don't have that technology.
I have the technology.
Then you got to hold it there and it'll feedback.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
So anyway, he can answer in a minute, and we'll just,
Look, the rest of the guests want to know.
we do want to know.
Okay.
I want to know.
Well, I'm going to tell you my 11-11-11 and give them
Yeah.
time to respond.
Okay.
My 11-11-11, which is why I don't realize it's Veterans Day, because it's the most important, or one of the most important, not to shout at my kids. That's the day that Shannon and I got married.
Aww.
In,
Not 11.
oh, shit.
Shannon, when did you get married? What
No,
year?
it was 11-11-11. New starts, new beginnings.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think where, though. It was in Tennessee, but I can't think of the name of the place. It's like right next to Dollywood. Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
Oh, I pulled it out before you. Sevierville fired. It was Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Fuck you both. It was apparently Sevierville,
She says Sevierville,
Tennessee. I
which
know,
is
which
kind of the
means it
same.
was.
Which kind
No,
of
it's not though,
Pigeon Forge
because
and
they
Sevierville, they're
just
close
they
together.
both they're no. This I'm gonna go home to some shit now. They're gonna. I can't believe you said Pigeon Forge. You look stupid.
What did Richard say? No, she does not.
No, she does not.
I don't know what that means.
Can't know. But yeah, that was the day I married my blushing bride, and we actually, I was working at a septic company in town,
Mhm.
and the owner was the
No
only.
shit?
Yeah, no, lots of shit. The owner was really the only one who looked out for me at that company. The office staff was very, but the owner was like, "Hey, I know you're getting married, blah blah blah. I know you had to make it easy and say Gatlinburg. I'll say Pigeon Forge. I'm already wrong." So anyway, we rented a cabin, and we invited the entire wedding party to the cabin to
Yes.
stay,
Uh-huh.
just so nobody had the burden of
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, nice.
And we got married in a little, it was like a barn gazebo type of area. I don't even know where. Like, was that just I remember like it was beautiful, but it was just like a outpost in the middle of nowhere.
You
But
know
it was
why?
the most
Because
beautiful
Shannon took
nowhere.
care of it.
She probably did. She probably put all that, like, I remember helping, but I don't think I helped a whole lot. But yeah, we had a great time.
Lake Gazebo.
Yeah, it was a lake gazebo. It was beautiful. Yeah, but anyway,
Or if you don't know how to say
she
that,
was late.
Gazebo.
She
Yeah,
was late.
she did it. Yeah, exactly. She said.
She was. Do you remember that shit too? You're gonna say you weren't. She was late to our wedding, but it's fine. I was gonna make it either way. I was there. I was fine. But yeah, so that was my 11-11-11.
Okay.
Richard, why did you think she was gonna slap you, buddy? We need to know.
Oh,
Okay,
we're back down to 3. So somebody got tired of us real quick. Let's see. So 12-12.
1,
So-
2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
So this was a big time in my life. And actually, okay. So I was heavily involved in Boy
Narcotics.
Scouts of America.
Oh, damn it.
No, narcotics.
I thought you were like meth. dude.
Um,
Right,
And I had just finished an adult leadership course called Wood Badge. Do you know what Wood Badge is?
I do, but I'm gonna say no so you can tell everybody. No.
Okay, well, it teaches adults how to teach troops and boys in troops because it was still just boys at that time. But
Boy Scouts was just boys? Yeah. That's stupid.
but how to run a troop efficiently and things like that. And it was adult leadership, and it's you know what corporate America does too. You know, it's just on a Boy Scouting theme. Okay.
Okay.
So I had finished my course, and my son. Here, I'm just going to show you my little trinket. My son got me this ring.
Oh.
When I got him an eagle ring, it's kind of hard to see.
It's got the
But-
Boy Scout crest on the
Yeah,
on
it's
the front.
a boy. No, it's got the wood badge crest.
Oh, the wood badge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my course number was S2 58512. So I had finished my course and completed my ticket.
It won't even fit on my paint. Look how she got little bitty teeny fingers and thing. I'm gonna break it. This
now we're down to
my
one.
daughter has it. Really?
Yes,
Yes.
But anyway, so I was asked to staff the next course, which was a huge. Wood Badge changed my life.
Nice.
Wood Badge changed my life. It changed the way I taught. It changed the way I approached my marriage.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It changed.
You're
me.
like I don't know if you guys can tell at home. She's actually kind of tearing up. Verklempt. I think is the word. She's getting verklempt. But that's good. Because you can tell.
Yeah, and
impactful moments.
one of my very best friends, my wood badge bestie, her name's Donna. It changed her life too.
Nice.
And so I was going to staff the next year, and we always had our first meetings in December. So I had finished my ticket and was getting ready to staff, and I was so nervous, but I knew I could do it, and it became mountaintop moments every course. I staffed 6 courses, five courses. I don't remember now, but and I was supposed to be a scoutmaster for the next course,
Oh, wow.
and they passed me over for somebody else. But that's okay, because if they had not passed me over, I wouldn't be here, because I wouldn't have been able to move here at the time that I did. I would have had to put it off.
You would have to finish that.
Mhm,
So
I would have had to
that
finish
was
that.
why they passed it off, because they knew you were getting a turkey.
God is good all the time.
That God is good all the time.
Yeah. So, and that's okay. I didn't get to be scoutmaster, but that's all right.
But you got a
Instructor.
Richard.
I got a Richard.
And that's like
Yeah.
better than being a scoutman. You didn't get Wood, but you got Richard. Well, that's cool.
So,
That's cool. I'm glad
yeah.
you got passed over. I know you're upset by it, but I'm glad.
I was upset about it at the
Because
time.
this wouldn't be here.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't be there. We
Things
wouldn't
would
be here.
be so different,
So
and
different.
I am so glad that I moved here. I'm so glad that I moved here.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
12. That was 12? 12, 12, 12?
Uh-huh.
12, 12, 12. I think we had just moved to Florida. I think we just moved back. I had a friend of mine, kind of like my mentor, kind of like a father figure. His name's Sean Leahy. Hey, Sean, if you're watching. I hadn't talked to him in years.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally called me out of the blue. Like, we talked all the time. He's like, hey, man, what's up? I'm up at, what's the Tigers? Clemson?
Yes.
Okay, cool. He was at Clemson, and Mackenzie Leahy, I love you, sis. She was on crew. She was a rower. Row. You know,
yeah.
Crew. So he was up watching a match or a turn or whatever crew do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, how far are you from me? So I looked it up. It was like hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever.
Oh.
He said, all right, I'll see you in like hour and a half, 2 hours. So he
Cool.
drove here. And I at this point, I honestly, I'm not even reading that on air. So he calls and he shows up in no time, and he's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And I swear, I can't even think how long it had been. 21. How old am I now? 32. 12. I was, whatever. I'm like 30 something ish. And he's like, hey, Maverick, who's like my little brother, I used to hold him upside down by his feet,
Mm-hmm.
like a fish. He was getting ready to graduate, I think, but he was going into the fire department. He wanted nothing to do really with the car. It was a car restoration, painting bumpers,
Okay.
redoing interiors.
Yeah.
So he came and he's like, hey, do you want to take the business over? You know, like kind of blah, 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 blah. Because that was like my first job when I was in church, like 15, 16, 17, 18, up till 19, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with him. And then Mike Stolagros kind of got in the middle of that. Sorry, Mike, bad blood, but it's all right. And he kind of took over at that point. And then years later, that would go south or whatever. So anyway, I moved back down there, and that was the only time I've been away from my family for exactly 30 something days. The deal was move down there, stay with him, see if I picked the business up, remember
Right,
everything
yeah.
from, it was 15 years, 20
Yeah.
years since I had done it, whatever it is. And moved the family down there, and we were down there 2 years, and we moved back because my family flipping hated Florida. Florida had changed so much. It wasn't a good place to
Yeah.
be trying to raise a family.
What part
It's
of Florida did
scary.
you say?
Fort Lauderdale. We were like right in the middle of Florida.
Okay.
We were actually living in a great place. It was right on the intercoastal in,
Mhm.
Fort Lauderdale, Sunrise Boulevard, Federal and Sunrise, Ocean Walk. I think it's called Ocean Walk. But yeah, it was really cool. And so yeah, we just gone to Florida in 12
Okay.
and came back in 14.
So
Yeah.
that's the end of my list.
So that's the end of your list. No,
Yeah.
you had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Yeah, I did have one,
Yeah.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So that's 12, 31, 23, which is last December 31st. So it's exactly 8 months and 9 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was here.
You were here.
Celebrating Christmas with Richard.
I was here too.
We went to the botanical garden
Oh, I've been there once with
during
with the fam.
Christmas, and it was so pretty. And that's kind of our thing now, because when I visited the first Christmas I came and visited before I moved here, we went there, and It was
So
all
you guys have like
romantical and
a
stuff.
botanical garden trip thing that
Yeah,
you do?
we
Nice,
did.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so, yeah, and it was, I was away from my kids though, my granddaughter, so that was kind of hard because it was her first Christmas.
Mhm.
But it is what it is, and
She doesn't remember. It was her first Christmas.
that's right. She knows who Mima is now. It's
She
all
knows
good.
who Mima is now.
Yeah.
Mimas are special.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. We should do places one time.
Okay.
Like, where do you go when you're bummed? All those things and stuff like that.
All right.
Well, did you and Richard ever go to Gibbs Gardens?
No.
You should.
Where is Gibbs Gardens?
Mother, where is Gibbs Gardens?
I've never heard of
She's
it.
hearing it now because it's a delay.
Yes.
Let me see. Gibbs Gardens. It's 1987 Gibbs Drive, Ball Ground, Georgia.
No.
Down there in Ball Ground. Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, we have
That
to-
alone is beautiful enough. I want to go.
Oh wow.
That is fake F. I don't know if you can see that, but that is some CGI shit.
It's gotta be
That's-
AI.
oh
It's
my
AI.
God.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Dude, I
That
want to
is
go
really-
there.
That's
All right.
really true. Field trip.
I was going to say, we're going to wrap up now. I don't know how long it is to get Ball Ground, but we're going. All right. Well, episode 8, we had our little technical difficulties in the beginning. We had no sound.
Those of you who are here, thanks for sticking around.
I'm going to try to splice it together. If not, I'm going to at least rename this one. And yeah, thanks for being here again.
Yeah. It's fun.
Thursday, 7 to 8, I think is what we're going to stick with because this somehow felt more like we've been awake and we're not trying to wake up and do this. We're
Right. And
getting into it.
kind of more accessible to people.
Shannon said, looks like you got another trip to plan, Richard. Gibbs Gardens. What? Dude, let us know. We'll do a full.
She doesn't math, but I'll take. What does he say? I can't.
Okay, if I read this separately, Richard is willing to take 7 inches. I'm just saying if I read it like in steps. She doesn't math, but I'll take 7 inches. Just saying. I'm not sure how Richard meant that, but we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I like it. I'm a fan of where we're leaving the episode. Damn it, Richard, if she doesn't take it, I will. I'm just kidding. I don't want 7
It's the dancing packs, isn't it?
I'm telling you, something different's flowing through me right now. I've never.
I don't share.
Yeah, I don't want you to share, but if you ever leave them, all right, we're gonna go.
All right.
Next Thursday, 7 to 8. Very soon. I
Tell
don't
your
know about next
friends.
Thursday.
Tell your friends.
Well, my wife has 2, and then my mom has 1. So there's 3 more people. I think John is blushing. No. Next week, I don't know what the topic will be yet, but either next week or the week after, we're going to have the wonderful, talented, and relaxing, I would assume, because that's her new protocol. It's the protocol thing.
Audrey Blanchard.
Blanchard Wellness.
Woo,
She's
woo.
set to be our next guest here on the This and That podcast. And then we have confirmation from Dr. Ken Cook, who's also going to be coming on the show. And we have to get Dr. Ken Cook from Move Your Hair. See, I should wear the shirt. No hair in the way. Chiropractic Works, Athens, Georgia. I wasn't pointing at her butt. And he elevates your health.
Superhuman protocol.
Superhuman protocol. Red light therapy. I'm not going to tell you about it. She's not going to tell you about it. He'll tell you about it.
That's right.
He's on the show.
Make sure
I
you're
look
here.
forward to Aunt Audrey Blanchard coming on the
Love
show. And once again, everybody, we love you. Thank you for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
And we will see you next week. Peace. Oh, wow. That was cool. See, I went to shut the lens. I went to shut the lens and it had failed.
Oh, it's still streaming.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Maybe not. Who knows? Oh, the technicalities.
Yeah, that was crazy.